The mounting ring muscle up is essentially just the first ring muscle up. I call it the mounting ring muscle up because it does have a technique to it. You don't just jump up, hang, and swing until you're ready for the first ring muscle up, because sometimes, depending on the situation, your body could be in front of the vertical plane, even, or behind the vertical plane of the rings while you're trying to extend your hips to get into the ring muscle up. This is kind of the goal that we're going for with this mounting ring muscle up. It's to make sure that our body is stretching and extending into the muscle up at the right point beneath the rings. To put a fine point on it, when we jump up, we want to have our body in a slight chest bump position. That means when I jump, my feet should stay slightly back behind my hips. The reason why is because when we grab the rings, having our feet back, they will naturally want to swing forward and out. I add a little bit of effort to kick them up and out, and that is what we call the cast. So just like throwing fishing line to catch fish, you cast the line, we are casting our feet out. We're swinging them from back, up and out. Once they're out, my body will stretch through a straight position from hands to feet, somewhere on the vertical, on the front side of the vertical plane of the rings. Because I'm here and my body is going back, my backswing travels backward, right? Feet are still behind me, and then when I go into the ring muscle up, my hips are back behind the vertical plane. This is a very, very good position to be in. The reason being is that we're trying to go up and over the rings, and if you're on this side, up and over is actually back and behind you. So if you're in the wrong position, it feels like you're kind of getting into a half a backward roll in order to go forward over the rings. It really just doesn't make sense. This is also the case when you connect ring muscle ups, so keep that in mind. When you're back here and then you extend your hips and pull back, especially on the short strap ring muscle ups, these are short straps, by pulling back, the rings go up quite a bit. So when you pull back a little bit, they go up a lot. I'm already coming back, going forward, so when I pull backward, it shoots my chest up into the space between the ring straps where they are right now, and that's where I will get into my catch position and finish the ring muscle up. There's a disadvantage to this as well. If you are too aggressive about the swing, you're going to be catching your ring muscle up and swinging all over the place. What you need to do, and this really depends on the proportions of your body, is you need to try with a certain strap length and the height of your body, you have to keep that in mind, where you start your standing position when you jump up. If your straps are relatively long, you're going to want to stand a little bit closer to the rings. If they're a little bit shorter, you might want to scoot back just a little bit. Now, when I jump up and I cast out, that's going to cause my body to straighten here, drive back, and be back here. Too much of this though means it looks like I'm doing a trapeze skill. I'm not in the circus, I'm just trying to do my workout. So we want to get rid of some of that swing. Ideally, anytime you go into any ring muscle up, your body will straighten into the backswing on the front side, and you will go into your transition on the back side. So here's how it looks. Chest bump, feet up and out, back, and snap. You can see I don't have a lot of swing once I finish my transition, and this is ideal. From there, we'll be able to connect our ring muscle ups by dropping, trying to have our hips go forward, so when we pass through that first stretch position into the backswing, our hips are slightly in front of the rings again, and then back, and then we will be here. Dropping in the wrong place, say behind. When you're back here, down, your hips are behind the vertical plane, and then your kipping muscle up part will be over here, and the whole thing is very out of whack. So just make sure that when you are doing this, that you're looking for two things. One, a stretched body position on the front side as you go into the backswing, and then that you are initiating your transition from the backside of the vertical plane. If you do those two things, the first ring muscle up should be the easiest that you've ever done.